Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. What is popping? Well, anyway, didn't do anything this weekend because of the rain, so I did go yesterday. Obviously, you seen that video of the stuff I picked up last Monday at Target, as well as the stuff I got yesterday at at the Meadowlands Flea Market. Outside of that, I did come out. It was a little like hazy rain. And we did come up with a couple of items, and I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do a garage sale today, so I decided to go to the Woodbridge toy show. I actually didn't know it was today. My boy Dave Rambert, one of my childhood friends, actually told me about the show because I forgot. And I finally got through the guy who runs the Woodbridge toy show because I want to start doing those toy shows. Because his prices are cheap. I mean, his prices are cheaper than what I pay for at the flea market. Of course, the flea market is like 40, 50 times. No, I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, about 20, 30. Yeah, about 40 times the people. I did pay. He got me a spot for good faith. Because it was hard to reach him, and a couple of things kept going on and off with us. So we exchanged information today, and he actually, in good faith, he got me a spot when other people were asking for a bigger show, which is ironic because it's at the old warehouse in Edison where Bodner's auctions used to be. The guy that I talked about online. Speaking of that, I did buy 3 lots of Marvel Legends Thursday, so I gotta go tomorrow and pick that stuff up. I gotta pay and pick it up. And I brought one. They were kind of pricey. I think they were all over $100. The reason why I got one set is because it's all of the Fantastic Four. And those aren't that cheap, and they're not easy to find. And every time I see them at the toy shows, people want like 40, 50 bucks each. And the only one I do see most of the time is Invisible Woman. And when I do see her, everybody wants like 35, between 30 and 40 for her. I don't see Thing, and I don't see Mr. Fantastic. And if I do see, I think one guy did have Human Torch, but he wanted 60 bucks for it. So, and then there was a lot of stuff they had. People were going crazy, spending a lot of money on them because, there was Series 1 through all of it was basically all of the Toy Biz Marvel Legends. I didn't have the money to want to invest in all that because most of them went for like over 100 to 200, and you're paying, I think you're paying what, 15 or something like that percent per lot. So even if you're paying 10%, 10% of $100 is 10. So you spend $1,000, that's 100. So for every, you know what I mean, and the prices go up. So obviously, you know what I'm saying. You guys know how percentages work. I'm not a math whiz. I hated math growing up. Over the years, I've gotten better at math just on life experience. And everybody intercepts math differently. I always hated algebra, fractions, and the worst of all, sequential math. I was always pretty decent with division, adding, subtracting, and multiplication. But once we start going to fractions and all that denominator and all that other shit, it was just, I couldn't understand it. Now I could break all that shit down like a professor because, again, life experiences on dealing with money all the time, I've gotten better just on that experience. Anyhow, Isaiah didn't want to go today. Again, today's my wife's birthday, so hope she's enjoying it. Gave her cash, and she had to go to work today, so hopefully she'll be all right. I didn't go to Columbus because I just did, again, with the weather being the way it was, I took a risk not going. I'm glad I didn't. And unfortunately, next Sunday I'm not going neither because I'm going to be at the toy show, setting up and see how that goes. Unfortunately, I was only able to get one table, a 6-foot table, so I gotta make what I got work. So hopefully I make money. If I don't, I'll take that as a experience. Anyway, this is the stuff. Isaiah stayed home, so me and my son Mike Jr. we both went. The plan was to go early and come back early, but sometimes time flies. And then we walked over to right behind the Hampton Inn hotel, and we went to the Walmart and we got some stuff too. So since I'm already here, I might as well show you guys what I got from Walmart. This stuff cost me like 67 bucks. He actually grabbed this. This is the only Marvel Legend they actually had. Hold on a second. Ooh. So yeah, this was the only one they had, and it's the Thor Love and Thunder. I actually checked on my app. I always advise people whenever you're buying from Target, especially Walmart, and if a figure is regular price, always go to the app and scan it because sometimes there may be an online promotion. Sometimes the store price would be cheaper, and most of the time, the price, if you scan it, would be a little cheaper than the store price. That happens a lot. Trust me on that. I'm gonna tell you guys why. Thor was actually $24.99, and they didn't have any in stock, which is ironic because I scanned it and it showed not in stock, but here it is. There was one there. So I actually wound up getting this because my son said he didn't want it. And he actually grabbed it. So, but you know, I'm going to put it to the side and probably try to get the, that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to try to get a lot of the Marvel Legend, Build-A-Wave sets, but only ones that I like, that I know I can make money on later on down the line. So I am going to try to pick up this whole wave. It's actually not a bad looking Thor, to be honest. You know, he comes with Stormbreaker, and he is the Korg Build-A-Figure wave. And I actually got it for like $2.51 cheaper than what their suggested retail price is, because the kid priced it up and it was $24.99. And I scanned it and I showed it to him. It was like $22.49 or something like that. So he gave it to me for that price. Same thing with this. I never seen this one before. It's the Unique as Batman Beyond. The regular one with the Terry McGinnis version of this, it's red. I didn't really go too far into the Batman Beyond series. But this is pretty dope. I know I'm hoping and thinking it's new. So this is actually $19.99, but I got it for $15.88 because again I used the app, and then the kid, he priced these two and they came up at $19.89, and I'm like, dude, if you look under the barcode where they scanned, there was two yellow clearance stickers going along it, and then right here they both had $11 and change. I think $11.37 or $11.87, 11 something 7. Basically under $12 they were. They were on clearance, so I picked up both of them. They did have a Roman Reigns. They had two of them, but this one kid took the better one, and the one behind it, the box was damaged, so I left it. And that one was actually $15. I know that was $15.37, so I left it behind. So I picked up these two, and the four of them actually came up to like 70 something bucks. So I told the kid, you know what, just erase everything off your register and redo it, because he was trying to switch stuff around, and I know sometimes when they do that, you get like they mess you up. So I was like, listen, just do me that favor. I said, listen, I'll tell you what, since you don't want to do it, take this customer behind me, then just redo me. So he said, all right. So he just redid everything for me, and then it wound up being even cheaper. So I think I paid with tax and everything, it came to just under $67 for the four of them. I hold on to the John Cena's. Hopefully I should really get 15 each on them, maybe 20. Later on down the line, maybe nothing, who knows? Because I think John Cena is actually losing his popularity now. He's into movies now, and I think he's like on some kind of hiatus right now. So I don't really know if he's really doing wrestling. I don't watch it, so I don't know. Just figure I try to buy as many of these so that way if I do sell off, it'll be a huge collection of it. Same thing with him. Right now, he's going for around $30 to $45 online already. All right, so that was $67, and then this stuff here, I didn't buy anything in the big room, the big conference room. Now what they do is they open up two smaller conference rooms at the Hampton Inn Hotel, where they have like 2 to 3 vendors each room, and I personally, the only thing I got was this, and that was an exchange because 2 weeks ago at the PAL show, a guy named Lewis, who sells a lot of nice wrestling figures, and he's like a Super 7 retailer. And he actually gave me the guy version of her 2 weeks ago. So he actually, thank God he had one of her left. And when me and my son was leaving, I was like, oh snap, I forgot the bag. I forgot to bring the bag. And then I was like, oh shit, as I was about to leave back out again, I went down to the basement because I actually I forgot him so I could take him in because I know he was going to be there to get her. So now I have all of the Super 7 Thundercats that are out right now. So now I feel a lot better. I feel like there's a huge weight lifted off my shoulders now. I'm going to get more into that in a sec. Let me get back to these 6. So at first the one dude wanted I think he wanted 40 for barbecue. Then I was like, okay, but I guess he read my body language. And then he's like, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I would do 35. Actually, I'll do 30. And then I was looking at other stuff. And I was just looking while I was talking to him. And he's like, you know what, man? You get enough stuff together, I work a deal. I said, I got you. I do the same thing. You know, you do that bundle stuff. I get it. So he priced this out. I think this, he wanted 30 for it. 35, actually. 40. Then he went down to 30. Then this was 30. Undertaker, he wanted 40. This Macho Man was 35. This Macho Man was 30. And a Razor Ramon, he wanted 50. Actually, I think the Razor Ramon was 50 and the Undertaker was 40. One was 40, one was 50. So he kept breaking everything down. And then he was like, I'll tell you what, man. I would do a better deal. You take all 6 of them, I'll do you a good number. And I was like, okay, well, let's see what we're talking about. So as he was doing that, I walked right across. Technically, if this showcase was him, this cake area right here going this way was the guy named Pablo. He said you could call him Pete. So me and my son wanted Mike Jr. He wanted Grievous. And I think he was asking him about the Dolph Maul. So I'm just going to give him the Dolph Maul anyway. I might just keep her because I like her. And somebody else actually had her in the room, in another room, and they wanted only $20 for her. And I actually thought this was pretty cool because I love when they actually put soft goods with figures. I like it on Hot Toys. I like it on statues. I like soft goods. I think soft goods bring a real good like multi-material function to any toy. I just think it looks dope, and she's actually a cool figure. And again, the soft goods dress looks really, really cool. So he actually wanted 30 for the Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Wolfpack. Then my boy Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, God rest his soul. He's one of my favorite newer / old WCW guys. Man, he was just a man. Him and his nephew Chavo. And you know when he died, you know, like I actually cried. Not only did I cry, but when his nephew came on wrestling and got so emotional, that shit made me cry again. Because I always liked Eddie Guerrero. Never met him, but it doesn't matter what somebody the trials and tribulations people go through in their life. You know, they abuse dope and coke or whatever. It doesn't make them a bad person. I mean, it is self-destructive, but, you know, that's between them and their maker and their beliefs. But it doesn't mean that they're a bad guy. I know people that live healthy lives who are straight up assholes. But I've never heard nothing but good things about this dude. He never hid nothing, and I just like him. He did the frog splash the best, and I always thought he was a very technical wrestler. Him and Godspeed to Chris Benoit. I don't think Chris Benoit killed himself and his family. That's just my beliefs. Anybody want to hear my opinion on that? If I get more than 7 people that want to see that, I would be more than happy to do a video on my thoughts on the whole Chris Benoit situation. Other than that, I'm going to leave that as that. Anyway, this kid, he wanted, hey Mikey, he wanted what, 25 for Eddie Guerrero, right? And 30, I know the Hulk was 30.
Yeah, I think so.
And Grievous was 25, right? Or something like that?
I think he just 20.
Yeah, but he wanted
30 for Grievous and 20 for Darth Maul.
Okay, so, no, So Darth Maul and the girl was 25. Grievous was 30, but because we brought it all, he said he'd do 20 apiece on everything. All right. So altogether, this guy, he wasn't budging. He said that is the lowest he can go on him. I know I need him, And as you see, his price is right there. So I actually got this cheaper because he basically did everything for 140 bucks. So the way he broke it down, he wanted, I think, 25 for Eddie Guerrero, 30 for Hulk. So that was 55. Then these two were 25 each. Grievous was 30. So he said, well, you take everything, he said, I'll tell you what, you do all of them, it'll be 100 bucks even. He would do everything for, actually, it was four of them that we picked out. It was, I forgot what they were. Oh, it was Dolph Maul, her, Grievous, and Hulk Hogan. He said, well, if you take them all, I would do 80. So that would have been $20 each. And I said, oh, yeah, and what about the Eddie Guerrero? I forgot that one, too. I actually did. And he's like, all right, well, I'll tell you what, then, we do, $20 across the board. Then I was like, well, then if I do all that, what you can do on this then? Because this is my main focus point. So he actually did knock off even more money on this, too. So everything he knocked off money. So, you figure 55 for these two and 30 for that. That's already 85. 85 and 50. You know what I mean? And then that being 50. So he knocked off a lot of money. So, he wound up doing everything for 140 bucks. I don't have slash and leather neck. And sometimes this is why it does pay to hold off on stuff. Sometimes it works in your favor where if you hold off on things, you'll come across it. I've been seeing this for 70, even at 80 bucks at a lot of toy shows, including Woodbridge and especially the PAL up in Wayne toy show. And this dude, he's big into Mythic Legion, so he's basically selling off everything that's not Mythic Legions to spend that money or recycle that money into Mythic Legions. So he was like, he just trying to get back what he got into this. So I was all right with that because I need this anyway. So that's pretty cool. So again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces here for 140 bucks. Only thing we got from the big room was this young black brother. I always try to support black businesses, man, especially when young black people are doing good shit and I always support them. I will not buy something though if it's not something I want or have decent. But he had this with the Darksaber only at 10 bucks. If I had this, it'd be 20, 25. But he only wanted 10 bucks on it. So my son got that. And that dude Lewis that I was just talking about. Again, 2 weeks ago, he gave me the wrong one. He gave me the man, and I already brought the man from him. And I was talking to him a little bit, and then I guess he realized, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So he turned around and let me exchange it for her. This was his last one he had, which means she didn't have the plastic. I do have her sleeve, and of course the brown box. And he sells them for 50 bucks. I mean, this is what they go for. They go for around $45 to $60, depending on who's selling them. But a year from now, these things will probably be worth twice that, or maybe they go. Who knows? Maybe NECA will pick them up. I was explaining to him, and I'm like, you know what? I like Super 7's Thundercats. I do like NECA's Turtle stuff better. I'm sorry. I think NECA's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line is way better. The paint apps, everything is just way better to me. In box. I don't know how it is out. I know NECA is shit out the box. I've had a lot of NECA stuff that I got from this this vendor that I was cool with, but he changed positions twice, and the last time they moved him out of state and gave him. I mean, he's doing great now. So and I was dealing with him way back when Toys R Us was still around. So I got a lot of NECA shit from him. I was paying $5 to $10 most for NECA. And none of the boxes were damaged. And I got rid of all that stuff. I got tired of them falling over. I even brought the NECA stands, and they were doing nothing for the figures. Like NECA, like their stuff is it's unevenly weight. Like the weight is not even on them. The posability, they have decent posability, but they're just garbage. They fall over, and if they fall, they break. It's just, ugh. And then I heard the same thing about the turtles. I heard like they are like some of them are like that, but I like to collect them in the package. I think that the package and the window looks good on them for now, and I think next year, I know Hasbro and a lot of other companies are doing away with the plastic window. Everything's gonna be sealed. So I'm gonna try to enjoy all this now because next year I may not be collecting this shit. Because my thing is if I can't see the figure, I'm not buying it. It's that fucking simple. You know what I mean? Because you know sometimes a figure could, you know, the box art doesn't give you good. It doesn't how you say it, it doesn't give you a good perception on how the figure look. The figure could be shit, or the box art could be decent, and the figure could be dope as hell. You never know. But you know, you get a lot of people that open up shit. Like we was in Walmart, and they had some figures. They had crazy ass prices on them. They were like I think $3 cheaper than what they sell for retail, and they were missing the Build-A-Figure pieces. And I was showing my son, I was like, look at this shit. Instead of them just taking it back and returning it to the vendor, they trying to sell it shit for $2 or $3 less. I said, that's fucking ridiculous. And you get a lot of people that do that. A lot of people be popping heads off of stuff, taking Build-A-Figures out, taking older, crappier figures, replacing the old garbage ones with a newer piece, and then take it back and exchange it. So all they doing is making it easier for these bastards to do shit like that. So I'm going to be moving away from all that. You know, sooner or later. So anyway, giving you guys another quick glance. This was 67. This lot was 140, and then he slashed it to 130. Then he said, you know what? And he already gave me a deal. He said, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'll do 120. I was like, oh man, that's even better. Thank you so much, bro. And that was it. So 67 here, 120 there, 140 here, $10 there, and then this was an even exchange. So this is what we got. And it's funny because if I did my garage sale today, I probably would have made money, but I had too much shit to want to come out here in the rain. And it didn't rain. You know, it really didn't. So it worked out because, you know, I wound up picking up this stuff. Normally I don't really pick up wrestlers, but going to toy shows and looking at people online and looking at stuff on online prices, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should start getting into this wrestling shit too. So, yeah. And then I got some wrestlers I wanted. The same guy did have both versions of Junkyard Dog. I probably would have gotten a better deal if I took both of them. He probably would have worked out even better. I probably would have wound up getting everything for $160. I don't know, but I don't like being greedy. So, I did get the Rowdy Piper, which I may actually have this one already, but if I do, it's okay. If I don't, even better. I know I don't have my man Razor Ramon. You picked the right guy, Chico. I think I have one of these Macho Mans. And it doesn't matter. If I have either one of them, that's fine. I'm pretty confident I don't have this one. I think I may have this. And I do like the Ultimate Editions. And I think yesterday in the video I was talking about getting my hands on the black and gray and or the black and purple Undertaker, because these are the Undertakers I like. Old school WWF Saturday morning, midday or late morning, early afternoon WWF Undertaker. That's old school. And this is Dead Man Walking. This is the shit I like. I don't really like all the other Undertakers. I mean, I like Undertaker. I mean, I like Mark Calloway anyway, but when I think of iconic Undertaker, this is what I think of. So the guy actually had it, so I picked it up. I don't think I have barbecue, and if I don't, hopefully I don't, and now I do. So he was one of the guys I needed, and the guy did have a Cobra Viper and the white and black Storm Shadow. I think the second suit when Storm Shadow becomes good, which is I think version 4 of Storm Shadow. But I didn't pick him up. I was really hoping the guy and his wife was there again, because I still want to get that Predator King. So this is the second show I came to where they didn't show up. And hopefully he'll be at the show next week. So, and then him I just picked up because I'll just hold on to him. I paid like $12 for both. I mean, each. So I basically paid $22, which is about $3 and change more than what you would get this for when it came out at retail. So I was okay with that. And then this stuff here. So again, that's everything. What I seen this sells for on eBay, anywhere from $7.50 up to $22 sold each. So I will mark him at around $2 and change more. So I would say 15 each on them. So that's already $30. This guy's still just new, so that's 20. So 30 and 20 is already 50. He's going for 30 to $40. So I'm gonna say 30. So that's already $80. So I'm basically $13 above what I got into this already. So that's cool already. Then this stuff here, he sells for between 20 and 30, I mean 20 and 40. Undertaker's around 40, 30, 35 to 40 sold. He goes for around $40 to $60. He's actually about 35 to 40. Razor Ramon about 30 to 55. This Rowdy Piper between 25 and 40. So either way you look at it, at $120 for all of it, it's not bad. Because at the end of the day, if you put 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. So it's like I paid $20 each one because I took them all. So either way you look at it, that's a fucking win. Now moving on to this thing, he sells for around 70 and up. And so I got it for 40. So then, you know, I don't know how much this Eddie Guerrero and the Hulk Hogan goes for, but I'm pretty sure he's probably worth about 30, 35. He's probably worth about the same price. I would say, let's say 55 right here. 55 and 40 is already $95, right? General Grievous, 30. So that's already $125. And then these guys at $20 each. You know, it gives a couple dollars more. I'm just going on a low end here. So it's just about even. And, you know, this is going to my personal collection. This is my son's stuff. And then these are going to my personal collection. And again, this guy was $10 too. She was a even trade from 2 weeks ago. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys like, sub, share, subscribe. Again, I forgot the brother's name. I don't know if he's Spanish or white. It doesn't matter. Cool guy. I'll hopefully do business with him again. So again, you know, a recap. This is 120. Marked all the way down to 140, which was already a steal. Then he thought I was being hesitant. I was just calculating in my head. That's what I do. But he said, all right, I'll do 130. And I was like, all right. I was going to give him the 140 anyway. So the 130 was fine. Then he said, you know what? He was whispering to his, I think, wife or girlfriend. So he wound up doing it all for $120. So that 120 is a steal. 67 here. Even trade, 140. And then the $10 for the Moth, whatever, Gritty and whatever his name is. So, pretty dope for this stuff. So anyway, please like, sub, share, subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Holla back. Peace.